Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. And as always, we have our piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 4 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. And there's also links to my TikTok, Instagram and Facebook pages where I'm sharing other short readings and content over there if you'd like to check that out. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for booking readings with me and sending in some really generous donations. They're received so gratefully, so thank you for that. And also a big thank you to the White Feather Tarot. If she ever watches my channel, she did give me a recommendation and a shout out just recently, so if you haven't seen her channel before, please do check it out. Her channel is just stunning, very popular channel with amazing messages given there at the White Feather Tarot, so big thanks to her as well. And that all being said, I'll leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1, welcome to your reading if you chose this sweet little white star. Not too sure what crystal this is. Something tells me calcite, but I just really can't tell you, I don't know. And so when Jackson chose this one, I did instantly feel a message of purity and purifying your inner sanctum, your body, your mind, so that you can shine brighter, so that you can find the way, or it does feel like you are that star, and maybe time to believe in that, believe in yourself, or do what it takes to get yourself in that place even. So let's have a look at the past energy, group 1. Did I say group 2 before? I have no idea. If I did, I'm sorry. Ace of Swords, 10 of Swords and Strength is in your past energy, and we won't linger here too long because you're aware of what this is, and it is a difficult situation, I do feel. So with the Ace of Swords, there may have been a conversation had here, or a piece of information that you've received, become aware of, heard, found, whatever it is. There's some sort of clarity that's come in here which has caused an ending in your life. It could have even been a text message here. The person is actually holding their phone that has just caused an ending. This could be another person as well. Take it how it resonates. But either way, there's been some sort of truth known, truth told, or clarity that's caused a challenging ending here with the Strength card. It does feel like it could be about a relationship. Just have a look through the deck there. It definitely could pertain to that, but we'll try and keep it general and open. It does look like you've really had to muster up a lot of strength within this situation, or it could also be that there's a situation in your life that hasn't actually ended yet, and you're aware that it needs to, and that you need to have the strength to actually do that, to end certain cycles in your life. I'm just noticing the infinity above the Strength here, and it just makes me feel like, hang on a minute, maybe this is something you've just gone around and around and around in this cycle. There's a few other cards actually that do speak to that and support that message there too. We'll get to those, but it does look like clarity's here for what needs to stay, what needs to go, and I think also a little bit of maybe anxiety or nerves surrounding the effort or the strength that's required to end those cycles. And I kind of get like a need to look after your heart, whether that's health-wise or emotionally, energetically. It does feel like there's a need to really like cleanse the heart space, or just take good care of your heart. So in the current energies, near future energy, we've got the Page of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Get a few messages from this combination. I do feel that there might be somebody here who reaches out to you, or vice versa. You may reach out to them, and it's likely that person or yourself, whoever it is, there's a message being received, or it comes in by surprise, I think, and it's not taken well, or it's the person either doesn't want to receive that, doesn't respond, or it could very well be that they don't respond, or vice versa, you don't respond if the message is coming in towards you and you don't want to respond. We've got the Four of Swords here as well, followed by the Five of Swords. So this week does look like that's a message not for everyone. I mean, if that message is coming in for you, I would say in the next 2 days, like not far away at all. Maybe even today, that sort of thing. Maybe it already has, because it is in the immediate energy. And then there's this defensive energy as well. But what another story I see here, though, is that you realize that you have a passion and a desire inside of you that burns and leads you. I think there's a guiding light inside of you that is leading you towards making some sort of changes that are really challenging to implement in your life. And that's, I think it's seeing you in the week ahead, perhaps at first having the motivation, the inspiration to do this. You've got the clarity, you're mustering the strength, you're getting yourself ready for this. And as the week progresses, you may find it quite challenging, but you persevere. That's what I see here. You do actually persevere. You move through this challenging week. You take the rest that you need. You walk away from the drama, or you disconnect. For those that was you reaching out to someone they didn't want to hear from you, you may be finding it really hard and lack of closure, that they're not responding, or that you it's just not received the way you would perhaps hope, and there's this need to walk away on with little closure, or just feeling quite hollow or empty about the situation. There is like this week looks like a bit of a challenge to move through, but let's keep going further into the week. We do see after the Five of Swords, it's like this acceptance mode kicks in here with the Five of Swords. After a bit of rest and processing, the acceptance mode can kick in, and you start to think, well, no, I really do want, I don't want to stay in this energy anymore, whatever this is. I do need to change, or there needs to be a change in my life. And with the Judgment card here, you really are coming to see what's actually required. While you do have a lot of wands and swords here, there's no pentacles, I'm noticing, even in the past energy. It's to say that your plans need to be grounded. You need to add an action and a plan, perhaps. Maybe you need a to-do list, or maybe you need goals written down, and steps that are required to reach each goal. It really does need to be implemented. And so there's a lot of passion here, and a lot of perhaps mental processing, thinking, preparing. But I do feel with this Fool and the Judgment, I think it's like I think it's this understanding that, you do need to get a bit grounded with what this Page of Wands is perhaps all about, this inspiration, this clarity that's coming in the past. Like, how are you going to act upon it? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So in the challenge, let's actually look at, I love it when that happens. We look at the bottom of the deck, we see the Knight of Pentacles, and you know me, I like to dig, so we see the Ten of Pentacles next, and this is the underlying energy for your entire reading. And I just did say there's not enough Pentacles, and that's what I think this is about, right? It's coming in to rescue. I did see a rescue card, but it came with a bunch of others that put it back. That's why I was like, what, rescue? I think you need to rescue yourself here. But anyway, this Knight of Pentacles, as we know, diligent, reliable, steadfast energy. It's got a practical plan and it's implementing it. It's very grounded, it's organized, and it's just getting it done, chipping away. There's no hurry. It's plodding along quite slowly. Lots of patience, lots of steady growth, realizing that you're in it for the long haul. Ten of Pentacles. You can't get a better underlying energy for this reading, especially when the energy is so up in the air right now, and perhaps a little ungrounded. Underneath that is actually the Hierophant and the Page of Swords. Some of you are going back to study, or looking into studying, or perhaps even connecting yourself in with structures, organizations, or something that's bigger than you, that can support you and hold you, whether that's for your own receiving some sort of therapy or assistance or something, or studying to be able to get the credentials you want to achieve your dreams and be of service. So let's go up to the challenge. In the challenge, we've got all major arcana, so it's big changes here. The Tower, Temperance, the World, and the Devil is in your challenge. So the Tower, right? Straight away, we see the Ten of Swords in the past, so we know something has absolutely ended or needs to end. So this tower is here either because it's ended and you're having a hard time accepting that and rebuilding and lifting back up. It takes patience. It takes a life of rebalancing your life, of abstaining from unhealthy patterns or things, consuming toxic substances, all of those things. Too much screen time, not enough exercise, not enough sunlight, not enough vitamins, too much fast food. Like, it's all there. We've got devil on one side and temperance on the other, right? It's like the angels on your shoulder. It's so cool. And that might be your challenge right now, is the angels on your shoulder. So this is either something you're having trouble accepting that it needs to go, because it's destroying your life, or it's something that you need to rebuild from, which is, again, a challenge, of course, is because you've put so much perhaps effort. I can see so many cards that show repetition in this situation, so it's really hard to break old patterns. It's really hard to let that fall away and move into the unknown as well. Healing can be very scary in that way because it is unknown. The world is here, though. The world is here, but it is in the challenge. So I think it's a matter of leaving behind a world that you know and coming into a whole new journey. We've got the Page of Wands and the Fool in your path ahead. So it really does talk about a whole new journey in a completely different direction. The challenge may be letting go of the things that bind you. I do feel like there has been some cord cutting rituals and things like that in the past. I saw that with the Ace of Swords. I saw heaps of things when I was pulling at this time that I almost wished I was shuffling and recording at the same time, because it was just, really very clear. So I couldn't get them out quick enough so I could jump on and speak to you all. So hopefully all those messages come back through. If they're meant to, they will. So in what is going to help with the challenge, we've got the Five of Cups and the Star, first of all. To allow your emotions to run, to clear yourself of these emotions, to purify, to release, to feel, don't run away from these uncomfortable feelings, to actually purge them out is what is going to help here. And once you have done with that, to come into, I think constantly while you're in this place, acknowledge the sadness, acknowledge the loss, acknowledge the grief. Don't feel bad for that, but also have this, this reassuring other voice that says, everything is actually going to be okay. This too shall pass, and as life always does change, things will change, and that encouraging voice needs to be quite strong in your mind this week. I do feel you need to be there for you this week. Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. See that? That's what's going to help. Like no more confusion, no more scattered energy, just only focusing on what you know to be sure and true, which is probably yourself, your study, your responsibilities, your duties. Cutting people out, perhaps cutting toxicity out, cutting things that fog you out of your life. Maybe that's smoking things, could be all sorts of stuff, drinking. No more scattered energies. It's like this Queen of Swords is ready to move forward and ready to make some pretty firm boundaries, even with self, to reach those goals, because it is time to really embrace this moment that seems to be happening here. So in the further guidance, we've got the Queen, the High Priestess, the Eight of Wands, and the Hanged Man. I feel like your intuition's been talking to you this whole time, for a long time, about this, and you've been blocking and ignoring it for your own reason, whatever reason, maybe fear of change, or like I can see here that it's not easy to release this or to embrace the unknown. But you are, I think, ready to listen here. You've got full steam ahead, with this High Priestess behind you. I think you've got the message loud and clear. Further guidance here is to listen to that intuition and let it propel you along your path. You have intuitive ideas that do need to be acted upon, and I think there's some visions here for a lot of you that you've had, and I'm just getting, for some people you may have thought, no, that's just fantasy, but no, you actually can achieve some of these dreams that you've been having. It's interesting. Something stuck on the card, sorry. So, Hanged Man. I liked this particular Hanged Man because she's actually quite comfortable. She's quite relaxed, and I feel like this is to say that this is a time to relax, to come into this softer place, to perhaps work on a bit of meditation and clearing, and to maybe tweak your self-care routine, or just do things a little differently, do things your way, not everyone else's way. I think you definitely dance to the beat of your own drum, group one. So the outcome energies in the tarot, we have the Chariot, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups in this particular one, Jumper says over it, and that really stood out to me this time around. And that might be how you're feeling, that this situation, you're just having a real struggle moving forward. Maybe it's not happening quick enough, or it's just not the results you want in this situation, and the challenge you'd rather avoid maybe. But you've got what it takes. Chariot is here in the outcome. You can navigate this heavy energy, this feeling like this has happened to you, or they're a victim to the situation. Not even wanting the help that may be getting offered, not just wanting to stay perhaps stuck sometimes, but you have got what it takes here with the Chariot and that Knight of Pentacles we had on the bottom of the deck. We've got the Page of Wands. We don't have, in what will help, we've got the Queen of Swords. So your cold hard logic is what's going to help. Detaching from the heart space and making a really wise choice here is what will help. But there are no other kings or queens in this reading. It is knights and pages. So it's about learning from your experiences here, and there's so many wonderful cards that support that in the oracle. So perhaps we should jump into those. So we've got the Mother and the Liberator in the archetypes. When I asked what archetypes would be best embodied to help reach your highest potential, and you've got the Mother, so to nurture yourself. Nurturance, patience is a big one. You also have this card of patience. Definitely needing to be patient with yourself, with this growth, and to truly nurture yourself as a mother would. I think it's important to foster different relationships with self. Like to sit with what would it look like or feel like or be like to mother yourself, to be a sister to yourself, to be a friend to yourself, to be a guide and teacher to yourself, to be, there's a healer to yourself. There's all these different relationships I think are really important to foster with self, because sometimes it can help externalize a little bit and see that you are worthy of such nurturing love. It helps reshift the mind too. I think I've said a little example here before on the channel. Like sometimes, if just in a subtle, mundane way, if it's the end of the day, I'm a bit tired, the dishes are still over there, and I just think, I can't be bothered, I should go to bed. But then something might kick in. I'll think, no, I'll do that for future Amber. Be my friend to my morning self that wants to wake up in a fresh kitchen, have a beautiful morning, and cruise through into the next day seamlessly. It's just that, I don't know, it helps me anyway, just to be my own friend in these little ways. And I just feel like with Mother as well, to have this unconditional love for yourself, and to really nurture yourself in the jump, but in the nurture yourself in the, I don't know what I just said then, but to also be understanding and compassionate to yourself in times when you make perceived mistakes, or are struggling for whatever reason. You've got the Liberator here as well, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns, which brings me to the Moonology card. Full moon in Scorpio, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Taurus, which is interesting, right? They're kind of polar opposites, aren't they? Your dreams need a practical plan, and a new start is coming, the new moon. So there is a big culmination here. There is a big ending. There are things that need to be cleared. There is a need to release negativity, get the plan ready, and go for this new start, because it's coming with or without you. Like the start is here, I feel. The other oracle card you have here is Butterfly Spirit Transformation. It speaks for itself. It is that metamorphosis message where you perhaps will be dissolved down to complete goo before you're remade. And that might be the challenge here, to really unlearn, let go, release more than you want to perhaps. But the promise is there that you do emerge as the beautiful butterfly. We have round and round here, along with not for you. So this is very, very clear message that you have been going round and round and round on a particular cycle with a particular person that is not for you. There's a chessboard here as well, so it talks perhaps about an endless battle with somebody. It's just, if you want fortune, you need to perhaps walk away from this endless cycle or do things differently to break a pattern. In the self-loving prompts, you have the third eye chakra, which is perfect because we also have the High Priestess here. So it is about listening to your intuition and trusting that intuition as well. Escape materialism. Shift your focus away from the material world to help develop a healthy inner world. And I think that's most important, especially if you feel like you don't have enough, or you haven't achieved enough, or you haven't reached certain milestones that you'd hoped you would have. I think it's definitely more important to be doing some inner work right now to align with those bigger goals that you have, and realize the abundance. It is an inside job. Happiness is an inside job. All of it, it's an inside job. Create an altar, perhaps spending more time on your spiritual practices, or just creating a sacred space in your home to help really ground your intentions and remind you, keep bringing you back to that place. Especially if this is a new journey for you. An altar is such a beautiful central place in the home to practice devotion, to anchor your prayers. So many different things you can do. It's an endless journey, the altar. Start a new hobby. Craft of any kind. If there's something you enjoy doing, do it. Maybe it's sports, maybe it's exercising, or yoga or something, anything at all, just a practice of some kind that you can keep showing up at, keep you grounded, something a little fun maybe. Sacral chakra, again with the High Priestess there, our third eye, it's intuitive ideas that you do need to act upon. I think it would be really good to get your body moving as well, and feeling good again, like you're actively creating in your life, that you're that growth is coming from you. I think that's what you need to see, that growth is coming from you. Get a reading. You may like to book a reading with any of your favorite readers. I do have some spots available if you need that, you feel you need that, or maybe this reading is enough as well. And read. The more you read, the more you'll learn. Definitely at this time would be really good to be taking in information that's going to support or validate your situation here. So perhaps you're dealing with a very toxic person. You might like to look into how to identify narcissism, or maybe you're dealing with wanting to change your mindset and have an abundance mindset. So there's some podcasts and things out there that you can maybe listen to or read, books you could read, however you take the information in. So, there's so many ways, but just absorb information that's going to help you learn and understand what's going on here. Once you've got that understanding, you've got a bit more awareness, a bit more power in the way you can make your choices. So new chapters require a new version of you. Kind of been told that quite clearly through this reading. It's time to let go of something and step up here. The sacrifices you make today will be worth it. Abundantly clear. It will be worth it. And don't worry so much about not finding love. It will find you. And I also wanted to mention on the bottom of the deck for that one was, your life is at a turning point right now and you are ready, which I thought was a perfect cherry on the cake for this reading. You are ready for the changes that are being asked of you here, and you've got what it takes to do it. You will be a great success, but you just have to go through it to get there. There's lessons to be learned. You will be a great success. Okay, group one. I'm going to leave it there for you beautiful people. I hope this reading has resonated with you, and look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group one. Hey, group two. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the pink banded agate, then this one is for you. So pink banded agate, it's all about femininity, nurturing, problem solving, seeing the bigger picture of a situation, relieving nervousness and stress, and perhaps a bit of a detox, a bit of a cleanse as well. So it's an interesting reading. I hope I get through this okay, because it looks like really complex. So let's see how we go. Group 2 with the past energy. We've got the Chariot, Death, 3 of Cups, Page of Wands. So there's been movement and change in the past here with Chariot and Death straight away. Big changes. Big changes. Could be you've changed your job, changed your location, or changed your lifestyle. There may be, this could be so many different things. So for some of you, I do feel like somebody from the past has been messaging you, or you've been messaging them. There's been like maybe a rekindling here with the Page of Wands and the 3 of Cups. For some of you, I can see in the rest of the cards here as well, this could have been a third party situation. You might be in a relationship messaging somebody else, or that's not for everybody, but I'm going to read it because it is here. It could be like vice versa, like you could be involved in some sort of third party situation, depending, on your situation. It does look like that could be the case for some people, but for just keeping it fairly general as well, for some of you, catching up with this friend is a wonderful thing. There's been new growth for you. There's been a lot of changes. For others, this is just a personal journey that you've been celebrating new changes. You've implemented changes in your life, and you're starting to celebrate the results and the new opportunities they might be bringing you. You might be feeling like there's a new you that wants to come out, and it's time to have fun again, or it's time to reconnect again with yourself, with your inner child, or even with friends that just help uplift you, make you feel good, like-minded friends. I can see this woman holding a rose, sort of looking to the horizon again. So it does sort of feel like maybe you've been waiting for communication from a particular person, maybe waiting for a letter. There's a letter here. You're waiting for developments, or what's going to happen within this big situation that seems to be causing a lot of change in your life. So let's move into the future, or current energies. Current and then future. So Star is in the current energy, where I think just I'm trying to think of feel into what I feel like I think that there's a bump in the road coming, and you're trying to ground yourself in anticipation for that with this Star card. I do feel that for some of you. Many of you are also getting a bit more notice for whatever reason. There's a bit more exposure around you, whether that's in your work or in your immediate relationships. There's a bit of a light on you at the moment, perhaps. And the 8 of Wands, 9 of Swords shows me that there could be, we'll do the 9 of Wands next as well, there could be some surprising information that comes in this week that causes a bit of anxiety and fear. We've got this person coming in with a message, feeling a bit shocked, and then somebody running for the hills because of that, perhaps. So that might manifest in your reality here, at a hard conversation had, or some information revealed that causes somebody to put their walls up. Maybe it's you, maybe it's someone else, but it looks like it's like things are starting to, there's big changes, and it heralds really good new growth, but part of it is a bit anxiety inducing as well. It's a complicated situation. I hope it resonates. But so as the week goes on, there is some sort of issue where it causes you to perhaps put your guard up a little bit. But further into the week ahead, though, we have got the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So it's to say that even in this situation, help does surround you. There's somebody perhaps that wants to support you and give you the help you need to rebalance things, or to feel like you can overcome the challenge here, because there's assistance available to you. There's support here in the week ahead, even with this challenge. So maybe you withdraw because of a challenge, go talk to a friend that helps you balance out, and then you can make more appropriate decisions for your life, or whatever. Six of Wands here, the Star here. I do feel as well for some of you, they're like maybe going for a promotion, or going to reach for some sort of goal here, and there's a bit of anxiety of if it's going to happen, or if it's going to work out well, and it looks like it does. Whatever happens here that is in the next couple of days, I would say, that is a bit either shocking or anxiety inducing, a bit like, whoa, you need to take a step back, you sort it out. Like you have absolutely what it takes to overcome the situation, no matter what it is that comes your way, whether it's a message from someone you don't want to hear from, or whatever it is. You have what it takes. I think the choice you make as well to support yourself helps you feel that Six of Wands energy. I kind of feel like you're crowning yourself in this situation here, like you're acknowledging your needs perhaps, or acknowledging that you are the one who has the power to create the change that's needed with that Wheel of Fortune, because the Wheel of Fortune is absolutely here to herald some change towards the end of the week. Ace of Pentacles, it could be a new job or a new financial opportunity coming your way. It's definitely good news. Wow, King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Definitely good news coming in this week. There's a challenge here. You've got what it takes. Good news as well. So in the challenge area, Nine of Cups, Three of Wands, Temperance, which is so interesting. Patience, and dreams, right? So the challenge is to perhaps, continue to implement the changes needed to have your dreams manifest. And also, I think part of you feel like your dreams are very far away, and that's the biggest challenge for you, is that you feel like you're going to be waiting forever to have this picture that you really want, this thing that you desire. And that does look like it's the challenge. You really want perhaps the happy, healthy family, or a situation that's just full of abundance and luck. The ladybug there. Lots of blessings. Like, I think you're waiting for your blessings or something like this, and it's really hard to create change and create the balance or the changes required to welcome that in. I feel like you might be waiting for like a divine happening in regards to this situation, like a divine intervention or something here. In the what's going to help with the challenge, which is interesting. This card fell on top of the Ten of Swords, so I left it over there. It was Inner Peace. So there's my hand's shaking with the Ten of Swords, right? Inner peace is solid and calm. That's interesting. Which is saying, I feel like there's anxiety about an ending here, or maybe it's something you need to finish with, and it's in what will help with the challenge. If you want that wish that you're waiting for, then something else has to end, and with that will bring a great deal of inner peace, and trust as well. I think that's part of this card as well. I think is to trust the unfolding, have that peace in knowing that everything you need will be provided for, or you'll be taken care of. Let's have a look in the book. Oh, I went straight to it. What have we got here? No matter how much darkness there's been in your life, you can rise into enlightenment and profound tranquility. Yeah, trust for sure. Inner peace is your birthright. Tranquility occurs when you realize that your life is unfolding according to divine planning. Serenity isn't something you have to work for or search for. It already exists within you. To find this inner peace, simplify your life. Ten of Swords, end something. Spend time in nature. Truly do that. Listen to the message of your soul. True peace transcends fear and connects you intimately to the Creator. Breathe deeply, fully, and knowing that all is well. Yeah, that's it, totally. So all is well when you end this situation, this thing that is perhaps toxic. We've got the Five of Wands and the Seven of Swords here too. So if this is a third-party situation, if there's lies that you just don't want to be involved in anymore, I think this is absolutely asking you to disengage from this fight, from this drama, from this toxicity. Like I said, third-party situation may be the case here. You may, no matter where you are in that situation, it's saying that it's for your best interest to no longer engage in this, I should say. And if this is any sort of toxic pattern behavior at all, you know what it is, and I don't think I need to be very specific in this case here. I think as well, part of you, for some of you, it's very much work related too, and you're not wanting to sell your soul for some company or something. Like, you're wanting to do something that feels more purposeful, more fulfilling, not just selling your time for money, but something you actually feel very passionate about as well. So there's a few different things that I think I think this whole reading is sort of about asking yourself, what do you want in regards to everything? Like, what do you want truly? What do you want? I wanted to grab these flowers just now. I've got some beautiful white flowers. They're so simple. And I think that I wanted to grab them because it's simplicity that you might want right now. It might be just that purity that you need at this time. But anyway, further guidance here. We've got the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, Ten of Wands and the Tower. I think this is a message of, you know, being careful with, again, this could be third party seeing this here, Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, somebody entering the relationship, this person here, entering a couple, you know, and it's causing, whatever the situation is, it causes more heaviness than is necessary in your life. And so I think the message is to be careful who you're maybe entertaining at this time, or who you're allowing to distract you from your own truth and what needs to be addressed for yourself. I think there's something here that feels like a distraction. And although it seems like maybe that's the full focus of the situation, it's actually a deeper cause inside of yourself. There's something deeper inside self that needs to be acknowledged or brought to the light here. And I think you are carrying more of this situation than is necessary, and yeah, the Tower is here to say that there's something that's not serving you that needs to be released in this situation, and there are people around you that want to help you. You do have support. I can see that a few places here. It doesn't have to be so hard. You don't have to do all this lifting by yourself, and some of it you certainly don't need to be lifting at all, let alone by yourself. Like, you just simplify seems to be very important right now, and to remember that all is okay. And I think are getting like a real sense of fear of lack of control, like really at moments. Anyway, further, the outcome energy for the tarot, we've got all cups here, so it is a very emotional situation with the Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Five of Cups. So I do feel for some of you, you might be having to leave behind somebody that you do have a lot of love for, but at this time there's other things in your life that might need to take the full focus. Self-love is the outcome here with the Ace of Cups, and I do feel there's somebody here that does love you very much, and I think it's also about making choices in your life that are connected to your heart, so that you're living your truth, you know, with integrity, with passion, with purpose, and to know that you're on your path. The Eight of Cups, Four of Cups, Five of Cups is really emotionally heavy energy. There's a lot of grief and sadness in this situation. There's a need to walk away and release and purify and simplify. You may return to this person in this situation. Everyone will be a little different in this reading here, if this is about a relationship anyway. You may return to this situation in a better place or in a better frame of mind. It does look like there needs to be a purge here, though, and really asking yourself what is important to you and what do you need right now. You have got Oracle cards, Power and Freedom. I love that they came together. And Power was actually right next to the Tower on the table, so it's quite amazing here that maybe your power is in letting go of control and allowing the destructive energy to cleanse your life. We've also got the Destroyer. I'll pull it up now. Releasing what is potentially destructive and preparing for a new life. There's a lot of explosion energy in this whole reading, but see the freedom there, though. It really does bring you, it sets you free, whatever the situation is, as hard as it may be, as painful as it may be. You are needing to assert your power within this situation, or own your power. Actually, there's another card about this. So much electricity here. Own your power is here as well in this reading. It's quite amazing. So it definitely does speak to you having more power than you realize within this situation, even if it feels like it's totally out of control. We also have all that glitters is not gold. Another warning here of being careful of the choices and what you're investing in, because there's a potential here that something like this, I feel like there's this Knight of Cups here that's, you know, bringing more trouble than it's worth with the Ten of Wands. At this time, it's just, it could be a timing factor, or it could be all different variables here. But all that glitters is not gold is a bit of a warning card that you might want to free yourself up from something here. The devil is there, you know, you might want to free yourself up from that energy and just reset We've got the wise woman of the grove with grace, and it's asking you to have diplomacy in this situation, to be graceful and careful, and to not rush into things or rushing making any choices, but rather just take your time and I feel have grace within this situation. Be grounded, stay grounded. The Moonology Oracle we have is nothing will come of this situation, and it does match with all that it glitters is not gold. There's something that I think you feel might come to something, and it may be that it's not going to, and it's better off that you do leave that behind. This is full of all sorts of messages, group 2. I hope it resonates with you. I hope you understand where to place what message in for yourself to take it how it resonates here. You have a new start is coming as well. Group 1 got that message too. A new start is coming. What did I have here? Yes, we said the destroyer. So releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for a new life, new start. And the divine child, innocence, purity, and redemption suggests a special connection with the divine. And these cards I was asking what archetypes are best embodied to reach your highest potential at this time. And so to truly just destroy, let go, release, prepare for that new life, and then revel in that new life, to have fun again, to play again, to simplify, to bring this. It's a very complex reading, it feels like. We also have here, you're going to master your material reality in the future. The end of a tough cycle is finally approaching. You miss the beauty when you are stressed. Be gentle with yourself. Be messy sometimes, and then let it all go. New chapters require a new version of you. Group 1 also got that one too. We do have justice on the bottom of the deck for this reading, speaking about, the balance, fairness, things coming to light and balancing out, karmic justice, consequences, all sorts of things. We've got avoid, in the self-care prompts, we've got avoid gossip, get rid of the negative energy in your life, don't let it steal your light. Just stay with your own truth, and that's all that matters. With your own truth about self. How you perceive yourself is truly all that matters in the end. Use essential oils. They can help boost your mood and promote positivity. Just naturally support yourself. I think that a message is there. Hydrate as well, more of natural support, but also a message of purifying. Water is clean, it is pure. And I do feel that for this reading. Own your power, we saw that there. Fix the external by changing the internal. If there's something in your life that you feel powerless towards, it's the inner work that's going to help you come to the clarity there and make some strong choices. We've got get a reading. I do have some spots available, but any beautiful reader that you trust would be good. Maybe even this reading might be all you need. Have fun again. Yeah, we saw that here, especially with the divine child. To simplify, to play, to have fun again. And I do think there are people around you that want to play, that want to have fun. I can see that here. I want to support you. Practice gratitude. I do feel there's a lot in your journey right now. Even though things may be complicated and challenging, there's actually a massive blessing around you, whether that's your child or children or your passions with your art or your work or something. There's something around you. There's maybe many things around you that are really blessed. And have a relaxing bath. I do think take care of yourself, be gentle with yourself, slow it down a little right now. Maybe you don't need to have all the answers all at once. So group 2, I hope this reading made sense to you and gave you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye group 2. Hey group 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose this little geode piece, then this one is for you. So the geode is in its cavity, is very womb-like and feminine. So you may be feeling like you're going through your own incubation period perhaps, or a time, where something is being created, something is being birthed. You might be releasing a bit of negativity and just stepping into a better mood and ready to birth something new. Needing to believe in yourself in that. But let's jump into this reading because it feels super positive, super exciting, group 3. So starting in the past energy, we've got the Ace of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the awesome Knight of Pentacles. I just love the Knight of Pentacles, especially in this deck. What a beautiful picture. So the Ace of Wands is telling me that something has sparked inside of you recently, some sort of spirit fire, some passion, some inspiration. Perhaps you've been doing a bit of your own magical rituals or energy work here, where it's, yeah, things are becoming, are alivening in some way. Something is cooking, something is brewing, something has sparked. And it's coming. I think you're coming to realize that for some of you, you've come to realize that the only person you need to be competing with in this journey is yourself, or your yesterday's self in a way. Like, I feel, especially because this Five of Swords is a competitive image, I do feel like you're just ready to compete against yourself, to continue upgrading and leveling up, and I think you're ready to just put down the things that don't work anymore. There's no need to waste your energy there. You're ready to really ground your life, or ground some sort of plan that you might have. The Wheel of Fortune is the big changes coming in. It's only a natural progression that this is happening at this time in your life. This may be coming as quite a big internal stir to cause a lot of changes in your external reality, in your choices, your lifestyle. And these are slowly implemented with this beautiful Knight of Pentacles. This is the current energy you find yourself in. So you've found this spark that you've needed to give up on one thing, something that was, it is what it is. Some things you might want to give up or let go of, but it's so that you can grow, and it's so that you can have the rewards you want, the outcomes, the achievements here. The Knight of Pentacles, his goal here is a beautiful, abundant vegetable garden, and you might be wanting to eat a lot cleaner too, just simply with the image here. There's a couple of images here about cooking. Some of you might love to cook, or you're wanting to learn to cook different things, or how to nurture your body, with different ingredients. But this Knight of Pentacles is about your diligence and your careful planning, and it doesn't stop there, because the current energy into coming the week ahead is the Four of Pentacles. So it's a message of perhaps it's time to not really be helping everyone else right now so much. You might just want to be conserving your energy, your money, your time, not really needing to give to anyone else. For some of you, you might also want to protect your stuff, protect your energy, just keep things locked down and secure. Four of Pentacles can be, needing to protect what you've got, whether that's financial abundance or just your energy and the attention and the time spent on things. We've also got a bit of a spring cleaning energy, like a very dutiful energy here, getting the gardening done, getting the housework done. So it's like it's really practical. It's the beautiful magic in the mundane. I love to talk about that here. It's about really being present to what you're doing. I think there's different ways we can approach life, and sometimes if we see it as this big chore that's got to be done, then it's just that, and we carry it like the Ten of Wands. But if we go in there, maybe we start a little music first, open the window, get some fresh air, and there's ways that we can set ourselves up for a bit of an adventure in the most mundane of seemingly mundane things, like doing the dishes. It can be an ecstatic experience if you're open to it. But anyway, the Four of Pentacles it's needing a practical plan, and it's really grounding some of this awareness that you've got here. It's getting ready, it's sorting things out, it's throwing out things you no longer need as well. Like, definitely see a sorting of the cupboard. What do you need? A bit of a stock take. And in the week ahead, it's a beautiful week ahead, because there's growth here, and although it's taken its time here, the Hanged Man and the Four of Pentacles can be a bit of a seemingly stuck energy, and with the Knight of Pentacles too, it's really slow, but it's meant to be. So surrender to that. I think there's a real need to accept the unfolding, and it's that same journey of the seed going into the soil, and we just got to trust that in the right time it will burst forth, and it will have its time, and so will you. So just continue to nurture that soil, continue to look after yourself, and set that foundation, set the tone for the direction you're headed. The Hanged Man, you may like to engage in yoga practice or body strengthening practice of any kind, exercise. It's here a few times to sort of set your routine up in ways that bring you Just like that open space. Look at the beautiful light coming into this open spaced room. She's got a few candles. She's quite at peace here, at peace in just getting through her day. And I think it's also looking at the situation, of course, from a different angle and surrendering to the bigger picture of this situation also. We've got the Three of Pentacles next. There's lots here about art, creation, creativity. We'll get to all those other cards that echo that as well. It just keeps coming. We've got the Queen of Swords, the Sun, and the Queen of Wands. So this is about teamwork and support. You may be a painter or an artist or a student or somebody who you need your work marked off, or you would like some guidance from a mentor or something. This Queen of Swords can be someone who's much more experienced than you, perhaps, who's giving you a bit of a guiding light. Might be protecting you from making a mistake here. See how she stops this woman from being burned. And so it looks like there's somebody here around you, or even a group of people that do want to support you on your journey and help you stay the course and see the growth and achieve your dreams. This could be a whole group of people. I'm feeling like a group of women behind you, or you could be behind a particular woman supporting her. Take it as it resonates, but I do feel a lot of support and teamwork here. People that have different experiences than you, and then people that have experienced what you're going through too. You know, I think it's important to have that resonance sometimes with the people that are supporting us anyway. So there's a lot here about creativity and just getting messy with life a bit here. Like it's time to enjoy the creation of it all, to not be so hell-bent on this perfect outcome. But she's got paint all over the place, all over her face and her clothes, but she's quite happy with the outcome. You know, get messy with life, I think. You know, a little bit of blood, sweat and tears never hurt anybody, and I think that's necessary here. And reading this energy as yourself too, the Queen of Swords, is to say that, you know, it's time to make some really strong, firm, logical decisions that support your growth and support your dreams. Because the Queen of Wands is somebody who's both of these queens, very much in their power. And making logical choices to activate that passion even more in life. I think you might be exploring some of the different, perhaps spiritual practice or occultist type practices. You might be looking into some of, like learning on anything that interests you. I think it's like time to follow those passions and nurture that part inside you that wants growth, that wants education. I think, education feels really good right now, to educate yourself, because you're going to feel like you have so much more value and so much more to give, and a lot more conscious awareness in your choices too. So consciously choosing, standing in your power. Right. The challenge here is the Devil. Of course it is. Devil's always in the challenge. The Page of Cups and the Four of Swords. So I think this is numerous messages, and obviously the clear one here, when we see the Knight of Pentacles here growing some healthy veggies, and then we got some beautiful ice cream and sweets and chocolates and bits and things. So it may very well be that clear as day message of, you know, balancing out the intake of, you know, sugar versus vitamins and minerals and things that are really good for you, whole foods, right? Addictions of any kind. This could be smoking, drinking, you know, toxic relationships, and even overworking, or just constantly being busy all the time and not giving yourself that time to rest with the Four of Swords here too. You may be finding it hard to rest or hard to heal, or it's just things sometimes take their time here. I think there might be some distorted perceptions of self here with the Devil, Four of Swords, and the reflection in the water. It sort of feels like you might need a bit of work on shifting the way you view yourself, or shifting the way you view your creative abilities or the things that you create. I think there might be a bit of a distorted view of self here, and so healing that as well, and coming into perhaps a place of believing you have got what it takes, and that you are very skilled, very knowledgeable, and I feel like you might have limited your success in a few areas, and so there's no need to do that, because you actually are brilliant, and that's what the challenge is here, to see that brilliance inside of yourself, and that artist inside of you too that wants to live. There's so many cards here that talk about art and soul expression, personal expression, poetry, like however you express your art, dance, you know, music. It's anything at all. Creating a garden, like it's your thing. And I think you need to believe in yourself a lot more here, but also give yourself that time and rest, and to not forgive particular people. Perhaps there might be a need to, maybe if you're a very forgiving person, it may be a need to perhaps stop forgiving. I mean, you can forgive people. Well, it's important to do that. It's part of the acceptance and release process. But I mean, as in, you may forgive them, but don't let that happen again. Like, don't be naive to situations. Perhaps take space from situations that don't serve you or are not healthy for you. Yes. Okay. And forgive yourself, I think, as well. There's something here as you might beat yourself up or hold some shame about some past choices or a past lifestyle, past time, past lifetime, whatever. There may be a need to forgive self and just acknowledge that you're learning on your journey too, and you're ever becoming. And I just feel like there's a bit of hardness on self in that challenge. You don't need to be so hard on yourself, group 3. Group 3 is amazing. Come on, you're group 3. I love group 3. I love all of my groups, but there's just something about group 3. I'm often a group 3 in many readers I choose too. But sometimes I'm a 2, you never know. Stay open. But anyway, what will help with the challenge? We've got a lot of major arcanas here with the World, the High Priestess, the Chariot, and the 10 of Cups. Wow. This is saying that you have got the power to create the reality you wish to live, that you wish to choose. I think you have big dreams, really big dreams, and you need to believe in them. It's 100% what this is saying to you. You really need to believe in yourself, believe in your dreams, and believe in your capability to carry out those dreams. The Chariot is here. You may have big dreams to have a big family or like work in your community and help other people. I think I get a lot of service energy from group 3 this week. It feels like you have a lot to give and you really want to be in a place where you can give freely in there, so it's not taxing on you. I think you want to be in a position where you love your work, you love your life, you love what you have to offer. I think we all want a bit of that, don't we? But it's saying here with that, the devil, the rest, in needing to reflect on a bunch of behaviors that haven't been serving. Things that you can let go of and heal from, and just absolutely upgrade, level up, let yourself shine from the inside out. This is an inside job, this whole journey here. While you're doing lots of external things and receiving external validation, confirmation, and support, a lot of this is a big internal job, a big internal shift of reclaiming your power and getting organized and restructuring, reorganizing, refining, dedicating, focusing, creating, and growing. And listening to your intuition here is going to lead you in that right direction. Your intuition, spirit, is trying to guide you and exactly where you need to go to take the steps you need to take and to overcome the challenges that may block you from that happiness. The 10 of Cups is the ultimate wish fulfillment, isn't it? It's such a happy outcome, whether that's the marriage of your dreams, like a healthy relationship, family, home, or a job where you feel so emotionally fulfilled because you're supporting other people and you're just creating effective, beautiful, positive change in the world, or in the world of the people around you. This is very powerful energy, and you are a very powerful person, group 3. I don't want to hear any doubts about that. That's at all. And this is really interesting. Further guidance is the 4 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. And it's almost like some of you might have been sleeping on your potential here. It's like this person's like, Splash, wake up. There's people coming over. You've got cooking to do. Come on, get to it. It's so funny. But truly, it is that message of not letting your days pass you by because something hasn't worked out, or because things aren't how you'd like them to be right now. That's okay. This is a time for change and shift things and try new things, try new recipes, try new things, try things you haven't tried before. I know you will. I kind of do really feel that way, and this is the 10 of Pentacles in the middle. You're creating something long term. There's none of this about what you're doing right now. You're starting at the Knight of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. So like we said earlier, it's slow growth. Nothing you're doing right now is going to show immediate results. I mean, there will be blessings when you make the right choice, and if you've been maybe off track with some things and you know what that is, so you clear it up and you step right on the right path with something. you get little messages, confirmations, and blessings to say, yeah, you're on the right track. But when it comes to the bigger manifestations, it's going to take a bit more devotion to see those come to fruition. This is asking your dedication and to build a foundation that is strong and going to support you in your routine. So no quick, impulsive changes. This is a subtle, gentle shift and continuous shifting, continuous growth, but in a slow way. If you're wanting to make these big changes and the mountain seems so massive, then just start with just one time of day, perhaps. So maybe I'm going to implement my morning routine. That's the bit I'm going to adjust first. I want to adjust my morning routine because that's going to set me up for the day. So now I'm going to do this differently in my morning, whatever. Maybe that's where you want to start. Maybe it's in the way you wind down. Maybe you want to start at the end of your day. It doesn't matter where you start. Just start small. Start with just one thing and then continue to show up and create that new pattern. Don't sit there and let it all float you by, or worry about what isn't working out here. You're getting a bit of a splash, a bit of a wake up call. Spirit might be splashing you with water, but in a nice way, not in a way of like wake up to yourself. Maybe, but it's so loving. It really is. It's only because you have so much potential, and everyone and spirit, like the universe, wants to see that happen for you. And I was so not surprised to see the King of Wands in the outcome, right? Are you? We've got the Two of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and of course the Nine of Cups here as well. Look at these two to start with. Look at that fire. We started with just lighting a little candle. The room is dark. We're lighting a candle. We're just beginning. That was the first card here. And now we're ending with the King of Wands. And the Two of Wands there too, to say that, you're still at this crossroads. There's still change to be implemented, and it will continuously be that way. I think you're somebody who will constantly change your views and your direction in life. You're an adventurer. I think you like to try new things. I think you're somebody who wants to explore different things. But the outcome here is that you stand in your power and that you do achieve these bigger dreams. You are a way shower, you are a leader, so you are somebody who can perhaps help heal and lead people towards healing. This person is leading a whole group here. And this is actually a woman in the King of Wands. I love this deck. It's so mixed gendered than what you would expect in some of the depictions. But anyway, you're looking at your magic here, the crystal ball. You're looking at your future and the dreams you wish to see, but you're also grounding those dreams too, the Queen of Pentacles here and the Nine of Cups. This is truly, I think this is about a material success that you want in life as well, to have the abundance to be able to share or create your dreams. Maybe you need a lot of money to buy the property where you have retreats and healings, or whatever your dream is. It requires a bit of effort, of course. We see that here, but you will get there. Shifting your priorities is really important right now, because it's going to support this bigger picture dream, and lots of wish fulfillment, lots of celebration, beautiful connections will be drawn to your world. It just keeps getting better. And then what fell on the outcome was actually these cards here. Communication is key, new moon in Gemini, and luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. I like that. Gemini is a very supportive connection. I kind of feel like it's to do with the Queen of Swords here too. So being open with somebody who can help you, reaching out, communicating, not doing it all by yourself or hiding in the shadows, but actually reaching out to someone who might know better, who might be able to give you some clarity or some sort of validation or understanding around the situation. Communication is key, and I do feel like you're working together with someone. Even in the next Queen, there's two women there. Even in the next Queen, there's two women. I think there's maybe another woman who's supporting you. It can come in so many different ways, this type of support. It doesn't have to be a physical person. It can be indirectly through readings like this. And taking the advice and letting yourself implement that wisdom so that you can see the growth. The sun is there. There's a really positive times. And I think later in the week ahead, you might be spending a bit of time with those people that can support you. You may have an appointment coming up, and it's going to really reveal things and help take that next step. So communication is key, and luck is on your side, and they're both new moons. So it's a new cycle. And it's in your wish fulfillment, the way that fell down. It's totally wish fulfillment. So we also have here courage. What have I got here? I marked the book for something. For the gateway, that's the next one. Usually if I leave the book there, it's because, I'll look at that for the reading, but then I mostly forget to even look at it. We just cruise through the cards. But anyway, courage is about exactly that, having that bravery and strength to create the change, to stand up for yourself, to implement those harder changes. Even though you may feel like, you're literally smashed up against a rock here, you really have got what it takes to navigate any challenge whatsoever, and that this challenge is going to lead you to this exact situation, the gateway. So much abundance comes in for you. What did it say in the book here? Yeah, magic is afoot. Wondrous events are unfolding. Profound revelations and inner illuminations are close at hand. I see that this week with that Queen of Swords, the Sun, the Queen of Wands. That's massive inner illumination. This is a magical week for you. Receive the blessings, receive the help. Stay open to shifting your perception. Support yourself with all this just dutiful stuff, responsibilities. Like, ground yourself with your daily duties. Anyway, back over here. Inner illumination is close at hand. Profound revelations, absolutely. It is now much easier to manifest your dreams. This is an excellent time to take action on your visions for your future. A small amount of action now will generate much bigger results. Gateways to spirit are opening, and there are places where the veil is especially thin. Fairies and elves are supporting you. Wonders are blossoming in your life. Watch for them. Open your heart to hollowed, holy, magical energy. The more you become aware of the small marvels in your life, the more they will grow in magnitude. So gratitude is important. Being aware, consciously connecting to those blessings, spending that little moment to connect in the heart space and truly feel that gratitude. While our words are powerful, it's also very powerful to follow that up with a beautiful feeling. And I think a gratitude prayer can really, you can go quite deep with those and just really start to foster a really nice bubbling energy. Have an experience with that. Try that. Gratitude prayers. We have butterfly spirit here, transformation. It's exactly what is happening. You're going through a massive glow up, grow up, just evolution. I'm surprised the death card isn't here. Probably because death card isn't not graceful, but it just feels like this is a graceful experience, more so. I got a couple of archetype cards asking which archetype would be best embodied to support your highest potential this time. We had victim, preventing yourself from being victimized to being a victim. So stepping into your power, realizing you've actually got everything it takes to create change, and it's all on you, and you're giving yourself that power back. We've got the artist, which is here in so many different ways. Where's another one? There's one more here. Look at that. The artist, get creative, and a painter, all in this reading. So, it says what it says. Express a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. Just express yourself, be your beautiful, unique self. There's no carbon copies here. And servant, a delight in serving others with a free and loving heart. But I think that you need to get yourself in a place. I think you're a very giving person, but it does look like you're needing to get yourself in a place where you can do that, and in a way that it's that everybody wins, and it's not taxing of you, to get yourself in a position where you can truly be of service and you're ready to do so. And I think it's important to be of service to self at this time, because that will get you there. So in the highest self oracle, this was so wonderful. You're going to master your material reality in the future. This is a really big deck, and there's only two that talk about the material world in this way. And you did get this one because I can see that here. You've got really big dreams on a material level. And I think you're coming to realize what it takes to actually manifest those, and that you can do that. You are going to master that material reality. You're going to master the art of manifestation and how to bring things in. Let go of the idea that you're not ready. That feels so important. And believe in yourself enough to carry out the dream. Absolutely. And then the self-loving prompts is a get outdoors and exercise. Came out together. I thought that was brilliant. truly. So getting outdoors and exercise are still two different things. Like, while it's good to exercise outdoors, sometimes it's nice to take that walk, not for the exercise reasons, but just for the grounding, just for the relaxation, just to connect to nature, just to hear the birds, or just to let the trees take what you're carrying. Sometimes it can be an energetic or spiritual or mental or emotional reason we go take that walk, and help ground us and clear your energy. Well, taking a walk is a wonderful way to do that, but this is also detoxing in all different ways. What you consume, no matter how, through your ears, through your eyes, through your mouth, through your nose. Clear your energy, consume good things, consume things that refuel you, not deplete you. The small things matter. Sometimes it's the little things that make life wonderful. It really is bringing the magic into the mundane. Like, it's up to you. It's up to you. And get creative. That's how we bring the magic into the mundane. We got to get creative with it. You can't just do things just so bland and boring. Like, get creative with it. Bring that magic into it. Like, you just bring it. You've got what it takes. All right, group 3. I think that's all I have for you here. Yes, it is. I hope this reading has resonated with you, given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 3. Hey there, group 4. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this sweet little agate slate with a little community on there, and if you're new to this channel, it's my son that chooses the crystals for each group, and he has chosen this one. When he did choose this one, he said it's a family. So yeah, your situation might be very much about family at this time, or your broader community, the people that you love. You could be very much involved in your community. People look up to you or look to you for advice, and there's people in your community that you can look to for advice. I think it's the energy I'm getting. I've gotten different things from this at different times. The energy I'm getting from it this time is more of like confiding and relying on each other, and this one helps with that, and that one can help with this, and everyone's got different things to contribute, which is beautiful. So let's jump into your reading. The past energy, group 4. We've got the Page of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Magician. So, right. This could be a new love situation, a new relationship in your life that you're enjoying connecting with, or it could be long-term too, the Two of Cups here. Something, this looks like you're connecting with friends and people that are either on the same sort of journey as you, maybe started a new journey and you're learning a new skill, and you're meeting people that are on that journey too, that are going to be there to support you along the way, or just friends that you can have fun with. I feel like it's time to connect, have fun, play, create, express. This reading is actually really lighthearted. There's a few things here, we'll get through those, but mostly this reading is like truly about following your heart, following your creative passions, following your personal interests, and yeah, connecting in with your truth about why and what, you know, or what and why. Yeah, that sounds good. What and why. Anyway, there might be some really good questions to ask yourself, but here we are with the Page of Wands. You may have had some news come in recently from a friend, or anything anywhere that's given you motivation or a sense of maybe even support, while you step more into your power and start creating a bit more and out of your own way. I think there's a lot of lighthearted fun here. Ace of Wands, yeah, look at that. And underneath that is the Ace of Pentacles. You got 2 aces here on this little split that I've done, and you know, this person here, they've got a map, they've got a book, they've got a quill. It looks like is that an instrument, maybe a paint palette, some musical notes. There's so much to create. There's so much potential. There's opportunity. There's inspiration. There's the creative spirit fire. The passion is there. There's an opportunity here. This may be a promotion or a new job, or somebody has acknowledged your work and it's given you recognition, or the next card's following into the week ahead, leaving the Magician. We carry on into the Six of Pentacles. So you've manifested something here. You've manifested help, or somebody who's, or maybe even a group of people that are able to support you, vice versa, equal give and take with the Six of Pentacles. We had that Page of Wands. Now we've got the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So lots of fresh new energy, lots of excitement, lots of curiosity here. And again, expression. there's this artist card here. There's actually a lot here about art. Where is it? Same with one of the other readings I did today in this video. There's another one, I can't remember who now. Maybe group 3. There's just so much art and expression and creativity. It's wonderful, and that's what this week is about for you. You might be traveling yourself, you might be off on some adventures or just doing things a little differently. There's a lot about being outdoors here. We've got the 9 and 10 of Pentacles as the week progresses, so it's as if to say you're also steadily growing your finances, perhaps through a creative endeavor. You might be a content creator here on YouTube or a TikTok, or there's so many different things you could be doing. You might be writing a book. You might be writing out educational programs or support groups, or just, there's so many things you could be doing here, and you are doing. You're learning new things. You're trying new things. It's not about the need to be perfect. See, she's got paint all over herself with this Page of Cups. You know, she's making a bit of a mess in the process, but that's all right. It's fun is messy. And I think that's important to just let go and let it become what it needs to become very naturally this week. Regular walks outside, exercise with the Page of Pentacles, always see that as a nice grounded energy. That's very starting a new plan or starting a new routine, ready to implement it. The 9 of Pentacles, feeling abundant, feeling grateful. There's some sort of abundant blessing perhaps coming your way, or an increase in your finances as you see the week through. Maybe someone's helped you with supporting you. Maybe there's a collaboration in a project, or maybe there's a new idea or some sort of inspiration or support or something. There's something here that's really putting you on your path or helping you along the way. And you're going to see that almost every day as the days unfold this week. I think every day is going to be kind of a little bit different than the next, but also equally as productive and fun and expressive. It's nice. You may have a lot of family or friends around you this week. It could be a busy week. You could be hearing from your sisters. So with all these pages here, you could be hearing from some people that are maybe younger than you, that look up to you, that like your support or your wisdom. Well, you might be that younger person who's reaching out to somebody else for support and wisdom and guidance. But I think you're also, really dancing to the beat of your own drum. It looks like a really good week. And like I said, growth and finance and feeling really abundant, and also knowing that what you do now, even in what you do now, even in the things that are not so much to do with working towards the bigger dreams, but maybe rather towards rejuvenating your soul, or just for fun, that sort of stuff. I think it's equally important here, and that's kind of what I'm seeing with this 9 of Pentacles, to make sure you're having fun too, and it's not all just goal-driven, motivated hard work. Like, a lot of this is about enjoying the journey, and I see you doing that completely here. So in the challenge, we have got the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Swords. Interesting. And then the 9 of Swords, a very clear message here for some, that there might be somebody maybe from your past, or just somebody who's not quite as compatible with you as they think, perhaps. So the Knight of Cups is somebody coming in with a love offer for you, and you might not be ready to accept that for whatever reason. That just doesn't feel like they might not be compatible, or this is not for everyone. I've got a few ways I can read this, but this, it's very abundantly clear there might be someone coming in. They might have ulterior motives, a bit of a shark in the water here. Then they might be just out for a good time too, and I don't know. I think Queen of Swords has got other plans by the looks of it here, and the 9 of Wands is there too. It's a bit defensive, or a bit, get back. I don't really want that, or I'm not interested in that. So if that comes up for you, no worries. You can easily stand in your power, speak your truth, assert yourself, say what you need. And for others of you, it can be about just being so tired, hardworking, and constantly in the mind that you're finding it hard to go and have fun, or just go let loose, or go and connect with the sensual side of yourself, or just, it might be time to prioritize a bit of fun, but with who you want to have fun with, though. There's a few messages there. And I think so that the challenge is sometimes, I think, just choosing what's right for yourself, or what you want in that moment. Man, the Knight of Swords is on the bottom of the deck for this reading. The underlying energy is the Knight of Swords, Judgment, Ace of Swords. The pace of things may be a challenge for you at times, but I kind of feel like this is such a natural becoming. Like whatever's unfolding for you right now seems so natural that you don't need to rush anything, and you just need to know that you're on the right track, and to, you know, sing a merry tune along the way. It's that sort of thing. But also, you know, stay very open-minded, stay curious, keep observing, and like taking in the information you need. Like a part of this, yes, I feel like maybe my guidance here has been a little bit too blind, actually, just currently, because while it is wonderful to have fun, let things just unfold organically, go with the flow, seems like the way, but there is a need for study, or, you know, to keep aware, or to get the information required, or require the resources required, you know, like seek out the knowledge you need to implement these plans. So maybe you are writing a book, you might need to get ready and plan the plot of that book, or if you're painting a picture, if you're painting a scenery or something, you may have to measure things up, you know, like get organized, do the study, acquire the knowledge that's needed. So further guidance here, we've got the World, the Three of Cups, Strength, and the Three of Wands. But I do see some of you would like to travel. I can see that here for a lot of you, that you may be far away from your home place where all your friends and family are, and you may be wanting to return home for a visit as well. I can see that sort of, there's a distance here for some of you with the people you love, and you may want to travel to reunite and catch up. That might be a wonderful idea, or maybe plan your Christmas trip or whatever it is. So maybe it's a birthday trip or something. But also, this is about, you are at a fresh new beginning, so also make new friends. Have the courage and strength to make new friends. Put yourself in positions where you can connect with other people. And I think as well, like, especially with the Queen of Swords seems like she's saying no to that King of Cups. You might be preferring just hanging with friends right now rather than romantic situations. You might just want to be just with, just with your people, and sort of just hanging out. It would be good to catch up with friends with that Three of Cups there. People that celebrate you, people that you can share your dreams with, people that you can share your art with, the people that are going to be really impressed or encourage you along your way. And with Strength and Three of Wands, I think it's also about the commitment to this new journey, this new chapter for yourself, and allow it to naturally come to life, to unfold. All of it has been very natural. It seems to be the message here of just natural unfolding. So in further guidance, you have got the Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. And with this, I think it's about self-acceptance, maybe being a bit hard on yourself, because I feel like some of this stuff you're doing is new for you. Like, there's so many pages here, so it is about learning a new skill, or, you know, developing your abilities in some way. And so you might be feeling quite trapped, to feeling like, oh, I don't have what it takes. I don't have the resources, or I don't have the talent, or I don't have the brain, or whatever it is you feel you don't have. It's really come abundantly clear within this reading that that may debilitate you so much that you don't even try. And that won't be happening. I can see here you've got support and just a creative nature. This is happening. It's a fun journey. But that you will be your own block in some ways here. I can see that, right? So acknowledge those places where you are perhaps self-sabotaging or doubting yourself, feeling like you need more skill, you need more information, or you need more something. And I just grabbed a few extras for that bunch. We got the Three of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Nine of Cups. It is about getting help from people. You know, it might be a community that comes together to help you achieve your dream here. I don't think it's about going it alone, that's for sure. But it's also about the people you don't want to connect with anymore either. I think that there might be some people, you know, there might be some, even if it's not the people you're around anymore, it might be things left in your mind from what people have said, whether they've said critical things about your art or your abilities that you may have held on to, and that's caused a lack of self-belief, and there's no need for that either. I think we need to obliterate some of that. And with the Tower here, Nine of Cups, it's like let what needs to fall away, because you're actually building something so much better, and this is a wonderful time for new creation and to let the old be gone, like truly. because there's so much wish fulfillment happening for you. And I think you might be someone who, so I know a lot of artists, I keep getting artists a lot, but a lot of artists do create some really amazing stuff from some pretty dark trauma. Some of the most amazing artists out there are just absolutely wonderful people that have been through crazy journeys, just wild journeys, and they just express that hurt maybe, or passion, or anger, or love, or desperation, or just so many energies can go into our heart. And I think that your experiences feed you. I do feel that way, or they can feed you, motivate you as well. You might be needing to seek out supportive community. If you don't have that, it's very clear that you do need community that are going to support you. Would be very, very beneficial for your outcomes there. And in the outcome for the tarot, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, the Star, and the Temperance. I love this. It does show you grounding all of this energy. Queen of Pentacles from the Page of Pentacles, from the 9 of Pentacles and the 10. You've got the Queen of Pentacles now. So it's like what you're creating, what you're working on right now absolutely thrives. It comes to fruition, or you see great results from it, a great abundance. Or she's got a very overfilled chest of coins here, so financial abundance may be part of it, but I think it's more than that for you. And with the Star here and Temperance, it's like everything's just rejuvenating, self-rejuvenating. I think you've got it at this point. It's like you're getting your life into a place where everything just feeds off each other in such a beautiful, harmonious way. And you've got a beautiful balance between, indulgence and hard work, perseverance, and dedication. I think everything here in moderation, everything here is balanced. There's a season and a time for everything, and you honor that. I think you're in a really good place in the outcome here. I think it's just a matter of enjoying your becoming, and the color and the art, and just thriving. Like, it's thriving right there. Actually, we've got new beginnings and thriving. You are going to be thriving. And this giraffe, I don't know, I should look at the book, but this giraffe in the background, I think they're quite the community type animal, aren't they? I think they often come with the message of community. Let me have a squiz at the book. If you draw this card, you are a survivor. And not only do you survive, but you use the situations that others might find challenging to thrive. What did I just say about you using your experiences? Wow. You expand when others shrink. This may be time to adapt to circumstances rather than be overcome by them. You have a remarkable ability to step beyond any challenge. You are strong, and others may find shelter in your energy. And right now, that's okay. Through giving to others, you are in turn nourished. This card may be urging you to step into primal, primordial, powerful wild part of yourself. Doing this will increase your vitality and contribute to your overall well-being. There was something I saw before, like feeding into each other and being just like living in this state of rejuvenation constantly, like loving what you do, and even your work it rejuvenates you in some way. That's exactly what I said. So good. And then we have this beautiful card, Why? And again, maybe I should look to the book for it. I wanted prosperity for this one. 31. There it is. Prosperity. Knowing the motives behind your career and creative ventures is the ticket to your greatest success. It's time to ask yourself some probing questions. Are you driven by a desire to serve? Does your prosperity impact the greater good? When you envision your most prosperous life, are you guided by a sense of purpose, or by a need to make money, acquire things, save for the future, or all of these things? No motive is bad or good, but having agendas hidden from yourself will lead to disappointment and possibly failure. Be clear about why you want the things you do, and if the motives are true, accept them. If they're not, change them so you can step into your extraordinary life. Yeah, ask about your why for sure. And I think your why is a good one. The cards I see here is like, I do feel it's financially motivated, as well as your passion, your purpose, your desire to serve or help other people or reach other people in some way, in some unique way. And I really do see that both of those are achievable desires. So in the archetypes, I've asked which archetypes would be best embodied to reach your highest potential in this situation. We've got delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you in the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. And we did just talk about, that part of the reason is financial gain, sure, but don't get lost in that. Enjoy the art of the creation, right? Delight in the arts without having to be a professional. I think it's from that place of just natural expression that, you find yourself there. That should just be part of anyway. Mother, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life, to nurture yourself, to take care of yourself, to be there for you, to nurture yourself on all levels. And other people too. We did see that thriving card of you being there for other people and mothering and caring for other people. The Alchemist, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. 100%. That is like your walk-in life group 4. New chapters require a new version of you. Don't allow a scarcity mindset to limit your success. We'll just make that one abundantly clear for you. Because truly, it's like this here. The scarcity mindset is in this combination here. It has no need to limit your success at all. It's just a mindset. It's all in your head. You're actually really capable. And those things, the skills and knowledge you don't have yet, you've got what it takes to acquire and develop that and make the sacrifices that are needed to acquire that. The sacrifices made today will be worth it. Following your heart will lead you to the right things. And some self-loving prompts. Oh, no, not quite. We've got 2 more there too. But anyway, self-loving prompts. Crystal healing. It'd be wonderful to work with crystals. Absolutely. Any type of crystal by the looks of this. I was going to look up here and think, oh, well, what have we got for you? But you've actually got a few here. I'm not even going to begin to try and know what all of them are. Pink banded agate for sure. But anyway, practice gratitude. We did see that here. Take time to acknowledge what you're grateful for. Cut the screen time, especially with all this outdoor creative energy in your cards. Like it would be a shame to waste time on the screen right now. I mean, sure, get your downtime, have a scroll if you need to at some point in your day. But I think there's it's really important with all these outdoor energies to be naturally progressing. Self-exploration, peel off the false persona to get to know and find your true self. Try different things, do different things. Health checkup, take care of your health. Any kind of health checkup, that can be mental health, emotional health, nutritional health, whatever it is. Start a side hustle. Start today, start small, just start. That's actually another card, but anyway. The best way to become your own boss is to start a side hustle. And we see the 9 and 10 of Pentacles followed from the Page and the Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. So it's very obvious here that there's a potential for you to be getting those ideas and things ready to start a side hustle, start a little business, or, it's all there. It's all growth. It's whatever you want. And root chakra, ground yourself in this day. Ground yourself in this goal. Really just be a part of it. Take the steps. Be here. Enjoy it. Don't rush. Don't get stuck in the head. Just do the action. Be here. Be in it. Very much. We've got Eagle Spirit, freedom. It's truly just freedom to soar, isn't it? Freedom to achieve your dreams. Let's have a look in the book. I feel very guided to look in the book today for this particular group. This card indicates that it's time to break free and let your spirit fly. Be daring as you go beyond predictable behavior. Fling your arms up to the heavens in joy. This card can also appear when you have let life or others restrict your freedom. Recognize this as the first step to reclaiming your power. Don't allow yourself to be trapped by convention or the expectation of others. The truth is that you aren't here on this earth to be ordinary, but to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. You have the ability to choose life on your terms. Perhaps you weren't always free to create the exact circumstances of your life, but you're certainly able to decide what meaning you give to those situations. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to break free. Hold the intent that boundless freedom surges through you, and so it shall. And then we have win-win forecast is out. Win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra as well. So this is truly coming to a culmination, a new beginning of thriving and freedom and joy and creation and wow, group 4, I love it for you guys. So I'm going to leave it there for you beautiful people. I hope this reading has given you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 4.